After 6 months of waiting, it's finally time to put the first phase of the Forester Overland build to the test, including the rooftop tent. Today, we will be heading up to the Ghost Public Land Use Zone here in Alberta. Here you are able to explore the wilderness through a system of roads and trails. Furthermore, you can almost camp anywhere, if you can get to it. As you will see today, it isn't always easy, but is always worth it in the end. And off we go. So as I mentioned, we are headed off to the Ghost Public Land Use, which is a little bit northwest of Calgary. So that means that we're gonna have to drive about an hour and a half to 2 hours to get to where we camp. I don't have a specific location, but we got our backcountry maps on here, so we should be doing pretty fine. We'll find something. As I mentioned, this is the first time with the tent, kind of first time with this rig, so there's probably gonna be a lot of things that I need to get or I don't have or so forth. So this is kind of like the trial run. The trial run in the winter, because why not? Anyways, so I'm gonna head off to Calgary, drive through Calgary, and then I'll talk to you guys once we get more towards the mountains and more west. We're officially out of Calgary and into Cochrane. So Cochrane's just another city that kind of outlines Calgary. And then we just have to make it through this little city, a lot smaller than Calgary. And then in 17 kilometers, we turn on Highway 40, which allows us to access the public land use. And here's our turnoff off the main highway where everyone seems to be going and coming from. We are going right here, Highway North 40. But the fun thing is we're still not really that close. So we're 26 kilometers away from the entrance of the public land, or crown land as we like to call it here. So that means that once we enter there, then we're gonna probably have to drive for at least half an hour more. I would have liked to get out here a little bit earlier, but holy, the highways are busy. Everyone's going hiking and stuff, even in the winter. I guess it's pretty warm today, but yeah, so we're gonna go down here, and then we'll eventually make it to the public land use. I will catch up to you guys then, because again, this is just some more boring roads, but I thought I might as well at least tell you guys where I'm going and kind of the journey getting there, because as I said, this is all new to me, and the Forester and the tent, so it's kind of good to document it. So see you guys at the public land. And 20 kilometers away from where I last talked to you guys, we're now pretty much in the mountains. Check out this winding road, just kind of dives off into nowhere. But where we were, nice prairies, and now we're into the mountains, and I'm still 9 kilometers away. And there we go. As we cross this Texas gate, we are officially in Crown Land. Behind me is the Texas gate, and in front of me is the Crown Land. So we have crossed that line. So essentially what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna switch over from Google Maps to my off-road maps to start scouting positions and places to camp. There's a sign right here that says no camping with 1 kilometer of a provincial recreational area. Yeah, that's pretty common. There's kind of some rules and regulations, but honestly, anywhere in front of me that's not 1 kilometer from a road or a provincial recreation area is where you can camp. So let's try to find one of those. I was gonna say that this road's almost better than the asphalt because it's plowed, and the asphalt wasn't plowed at all, but it is so rough. You can only do about 40 with these clapped out suspensions, so yeah, that's kind of what's going on. Fun fact though, this Crown Land goes pretty much all the way up north past Edmonton, which is our other major city in Alberta. We're gonna try that Viewpoint Road because looking on this map here, it goes up the side of the mountain, and theoretically you should be able to camp off of here, I think. Ooh, it's a sketchy road, but let's go. So we just turned off of the main 4th Street Trunk Road and onto, I think it's just some numbered road. It's actually a logging road, and if I was doing this on any day but Sunday, you should have a radio because there's logging trucks on here, so you call your location and your vehicle on certain intervals. But thankfully it's Sunday, so I'll be all good. Monday I'll just have to take carefully getting out of here. But yeah, we're just cruising along here, hopefully gonna find something soon because it is 3:13. Thankfully the sun doesn't set for a while, but this road is even more sketchy than the one before. It literally said travel is not recommended, which is great. But I mean, we're in the Forester, so no worries as long as we're not going through deep snow. I don't know if this is a good idea, but we will see in a second. This looks promising. Just gotta keep my speed up, so I will see you if I can find a spot, because this is some sketchy driving. So see you in a second, but I hopefully can find something down here. The good news, I think I found a spot. The bad news, I think I'm stuck. So let's take a look at how deep we are. I'm in first, and it's deep. I think if I can back out, I just need to get over there. So that's what we're gonna try to do, but it's actually a really nice spot. So yeah, let's try to get out of here. I seem to have made a mess. I got stuck there, so we're gonna try to back up and go around again, because I don't think I can get through there, because I'm just spinning all the way. Well, there we go. We made it into a campsite. I literally just went back on the road and then just backed in here real fast, and I didn't even spin. And then I just spinned a little U-ey here to make sure I was all good. But someone left their fire. You can't see that because it's overexposed. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up the tent and get ready. But this is our campsite for tonight, so check it out. And just like that, we have the tent set up to its like base level. It's really nice out here. We're getting a little bit of the sunset. I'll get some photos in a second, but first set this up. As you saw, I just popped it up and it's essentially ready to go. For the winter, usually I would do that, but since it's really nice out, no wind in the forecast and not windy at all, I'm gonna open up the windows and also put the annex on, because why not? And then we'll grab some photos, start a fire, and cook some food. Well, there we go. I think we're all set up behind me. Got the tent set up, and then just for my cooktop, I literally took a foldable table, put it down on there, and then have my grill on there or whatever. One thing is, since I'm vehicle camping, I'm putting all my food in there. If you are backcountry camping and tenting and stuff, usually you want your food in your car if you can, but if you're backcountry camping 100 meters away, and you cook over there too, but since we can seal it away, the animals won't smell it in there. Then we got our tent right there with the annex. Actually, the annex, a thing you do with, I guess, normal tents, but you can do with the annex, is pile some snow on there, so then you don't have to put as many stakes down, so that's exactly what I did. And then if we walk around, there's the entrance to the annex, and then there's the Forester. There's the car that got us there. Definitely a couple things I want to do. One of the things is skid plates, because it's just literally running all over the snow. And then another thing is lift and some knobbier tires, because those tires just don't work out here. Well, I'm losing light. I shot about 50 photos, which is perfect for my Instagram, which is @SchraderLabs. I think I'll plug that a couple of videos back too. If you're not following that and you want to see more adventure stuff or the race car, go follow that. Anyways, I think it's about, what time is it? It's 5:18. So one downside of winter camping is you lose light really quick. Good thing I brought my panel light, because my lantern, it's a fluorescent lantern, put new batteries in it, and the bulb doesn't seem to be working so well. So I think all we have is this fluorescent, or this panel light, which I mean is fine, but it's time to cook some food, I think, and start a fire. It's still really mild out, especially for December or January. It's like January 3rd. Usually it's a lot colder here. But I'm not complaining. I mean, I don't even have to put on my snow pants yet. It's still nice and warm. So yeah, we're gonna cook up some food, maybe start a fire, and then I'm gonna see, it's really clear tonight, there's not a cloud in the sky, see if I can do some astrophotography. I don't know how much of that I can vlog, but yeah, that's kind of the plan for tonight. And then tomorrow this will be the same video. We'll continue, maybe do a little bit more adventure. Now that I actually know where I'm going, I'm sitting on my command start. So it's getting a little bit chillier, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to toss up my blanket stuff up top, so I don't have to do that at the end of the night. But also, I'm going to throw on some snow pants and get out of my hiking boots and into my just kind of more warm boots. But anyways, on tonight's dinner, it's going to be hard for you guys to kind of see, but we're having some sausage, and then we're going to have some noodles. So I got this little camp stove. This is almost old as me, actually, when my whole family used to go camping, but that's what we're just using tonight. And that's what we'll be having, but we'll at least start to cook. I'm going to get dressed up. And dinner is served. It took forever to cook on the stove, but once you got it going, it cooked pretty well. But also, I got a fire going. So someone left a bunch of wood here, so I didn't have to use a lot of my own. But there we go. We got the fire burning. I'm gonna sit by for a while, but it won't run all night because that's not a good thing to do. I can already see a bunch of stars, but I'm sure this camera can't. So we'll see what I can do to maybe show you guys some of the stars after I eat. But see you then. Well, you guys probably can't tell, but it's got a lot colder, so that's why I'm wearing my toque now and my snow pants and my boots. I'm still warm, but you can feel it on your face and stuff. But yeah, got the fire going. It's a good one, but every time the wind blows, it kind of blows the coals, so it probably won't last a ton. I put all my wood on it, so it will probably burn for like an hour or so, and then I think that'll be time to go to bed. It's now windy. If you can hear, it's got a lot windier than it was before, so we'll be interested to see how that... Yeah, what is this? There's the wind. It wasn't this windy when we got here, so usually wind dies down in the winter, but I guess not here. So we'll, for a bit, I'm trying to figure out how to get the stars for you before the moon comes in and decides to ruin it all. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Well, I sit by the fire, and then we'll probably let it burn out and then go to bed, and then I'll see you guys in the morning. As you can probably tell, it's a little bit windy. The wind is picked up to like maybe 50 kilometers an hour, and I'm on this like flat part that overlooks the valley, so I'm honestly not in that great a position, and we'll see probably in a second here. It really starts to rattle all the material, but the annex I dug under each of the walls and piled in snow, so it's actually really narrow now. And then on the inside I took one of the corners and put it in the ladder, so the ladder's pressing on it. So we shouldn't have any problems with the annex moving around. And in here, we just hear a lot of flapping with like the top part or whatever, and we hear the trees a lot, but honestly, I'm really impressed. Like, I feel super comfortable in here, and it's a blizzard out there essentially now, just without the snow, and maybe without the temperature. I think it's only, well, I have no temperature, but I would say it's like -5, -8 now, and I'm nice and warm. But anyways, I think that's probably going to be the end of the night, I think, because I tried getting some pictures of the stars, and I really tried to show you guys. I recorded some video, but even with my A7, which I have yet to do a video about, but I did get a new A7 for shooting photos. This, even shooting the stars, I had to do like 4 or 5 seconds at a 10,000 ISO. So even this guy can't keep up with the light. So there's no way I was going to get any video there. But I'm all good with that, because then you'll just have to go check out my Chase Traders Instagram if you want to see the stars. So yeah, but that's kind of what I had planned for the night. The fire is long since out. I put my last piece of wood on there and it kind of burned, but didn't burn very well, so that's all good. But anyways, you're probably asking yourself, why am I winter camping? Well, I have winter camped before, actually. I winter camped in Outdoor many years ago, and we built quincees, which are like little igloos, and we slept in that, which arguably is probably warmer than this because it's insulated, but it's not that cold tonight, so I'm not that worried. But I have this guy right here. This is a North Face Tundra sleeping bag from way back then. It's rated to -29, so I'm not worried about being cold. I also have this huge like quilt right here, so I'm not worried about getting cold tonight. I'm just worried about everything blowing away, and me included, but I think we should be fine. Right now it's about 8:30. Yeah, about 8:30, which is pretty early, but I guess I might as well get up early in the morning and see if we can shoot some sunrise video. Maybe there'll be less wind, and that will wrap up this video. So, as I said, this is going to be the whole camping experience in one video, so it's going to be a little long. So if you guys are enjoying it, or have any questions or comments, or want me to do it again in a different place, let me know down below. And if you want to see more of this, make sure to like and comment and subscribe if you're not, if you're new to the channel. YouTube's been pulling some weird stuff with my subscriptions. I think I've gone down like 20 subscriptions in 2 days. I think it's just deleting old accounts. But anyways, being said, I think I'm going to stuff all my batteries for all my cameras, bottom of my sleeping bag, and probably go to sleep. So I will see you guys in the morning. Good morning. So I pretty much woke up like every couple hours because it was super windy. It ended at about 3, which was really nice, and now it's dead calm. It's about 8 now. A logging truck, because we're by an active logging road, went by at 7, I think. So yeah, we had some pretty interrupted sleep, but it was still actually pretty good. And the fact that the wind calmed down was really nice. The temperature dropped a lot. But thankfully I have this sleeping bag, so I wasn't cold at all. But now we woke up, and as you can probably tell, we got a pretty good sunrise. So this is the view from the tent right now. I didn't even want to get out of my tent right now because check out that view. So yeah, that's the view from the tent right now. Sunrise across the mountain, which is pretty nice. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get up. I'm already dressed because I dressed in my sleeping bag to stay warm. I'm going to put on my outer layers and then go take some photos before we cook some breakfast. Well, I hope you enjoyed that sunset as much as I did. I didn't get the full thing on the camera, but I definitely got lots of good photos. So as I said, follow my Instagram for that. But check out this. This is why you come up here at night, because it is dead quiet, dead calm, nobody around, and the sun is just rising behind me. And then if we look over here, we got the sun rising on those mountains. So what I'm gonna first do is again start a fire. So pretty basic, just gonna start a little one for a couple hours before we head out, and then I'm gonna cook some stuff on my grill again. That's what it looks like in the light. I don't know if I showed you guys before it got dark last night, but essentially it's just a portable table on the tailgate, and it fits the exact size that I need. So just put one leg out, and then I can put my little stove out there, and we're good to go. But I don't know, that's kind of the setup out here. As I said, it's extremely windy, so I dug in the snow, as you can see here, and that left it. Then I put this flap down here under the ladder, so it couldn't actually go anywhere, and it stayed all night. As I said, the wind died at 3 a.m., so it wasn't windy all night, and then same on this side, just to keep it from blowing away. But yeah, looks like it's held up pretty good. Really, if I knew it was going to be that windy, I would have put these down, and I could even put this guy down, but I didn't because I didn't know it was going to be that windy. It kind of came up like 9 last night, which is really weird, but we did good. We had a good sleep, and we're ready for the day. Today, for the rest of the video, we're going to kind of hang out around the camp and then head back down the mountain. I'll get more video of the off-roading. It's actually really sketchy. I was surprised the Forester got up here, but definitely need to do some mods to go any farther up this road if I ever wanted to. So yeah, let's get some food in us, start a fire, and then figure out how to get back down the mountain. The sun hasn't come out yet, so it's still a little brisk, but it's hiding behind those clouds. But I think what we're gonna do is, I still got my fire kind of burning, is just kind of burning off any extra, and I will put that out because a big thing about going outdoors is about leaving no trace. So with that being said, someone left some bottles over there and some bottles over there. We're gonna grab those before we leave because I don't know why people do that, but I thought we might as well walk up, this hill right here and see what we can find. So let's go. Also, like, people leaving firewood all over, so then people can hit it in the summer or in the winter, I guess. Like, there's lots of firewood now here. Cool. These, I'll grab that on the way back down. More wood. So we'll grab all that on the way back down, because leave no trace, guys. If you're going in the backcountry, make sure you haul everything you haul out and more. Oh. Well, this is interesting. Up here, it's just a lot of chopped down trees. So I just finished a little bit of a walk around the perimeter. Found a couple shotgun shells which say heavy game on it, which I hope they're not shooting heavy game, because, well, this is this is no hunting zone in the public land use, so probably just shooting those clay discs. But we also went ahead and smothered the fire, so this is something that's very important, even in the winter, is making sure your fire is completely out. With snow, it's pretty easy because you just spread it out and then put it on, compact it a bit, and then put some more on, and that's not going to light back up. But I think our next thing is going to go ahead and get the Forester ready to pack up. So first thing, as you guys probably already know, it's going to be taking down the annex. So we're going to take that down, zip it up, put it in this little pouch, and then essentially put the hooks back, close it, put all the windows, I guess, or these flaps down on that hook, and then essentially fold it all up. Wait, gotta get my sleeping bag out of there, then do all that. But it's already getting a little bit windy, so I'm going to try to do that relatively quick. Then we can head down the mountain and get out of here, because I know that's a logging road. I've seen 2 logging trucks pass it. I just want to time it right so I don't have to go past one of them, because that is a very narrow road. Well, there we go. We're all packed up, got the tent packed up, got everything in the car, and it's time to see if the Forester can make it out of here without getting stuck like I did just over there. But anyways, let's take one look at this spot. We'll probably honestly be back here. This is a good spot, I think, in the summer, so maybe Adrian will come out. I've heard he's getting a rooftop tent, but I'm not quite sure, so if he does, this would be a great spot to go. So yeah, there we go. So time to see if the Forester can get out of its little hole. I think it can. Not a problem. The Subi made it out of there, just spinning all the way through. So now it's time for the more hardcore stuff to get all the way down there. So let's see how this goes. Well, that was really easy coming down. Put it in first, coasted all the way down. The only thing with that was I had to make sure I didn't scrape my oil pan too bad. I hit it a couple times, but nothing too bad. But anyways, you can see why it was so hard to get up there. Imagine all my wheels spinning trying to get up there. I'm not know where I'm going. I didn't even scout it. I just went full send all the way up. So that's not the way you're supposed to overland or off-road, but that's the way I did it, because why not? But anyways, I think that is going to be the it for the off-road part. I think pretty much it's all just open highway now. You couldn't see that because it's way overexposed, but it's open, not highway, dirt road, logging road. So we're gonna cruise down that, and then we'll meet up with 4th Street Trunk Road, the nice, gentle, big, wide dirt road, and then we'll get back to civilization. So let's go ahead and do that. And after a nice cruise down the Forestry Trunk Road, we have officially made it back onto non-Crown land anymore. We're back on the public roads and heading back towards Calgary. So I think this trip was a lot of fun. It was definitely a great first experience for off-roading, tenting, and all that fun stuff. And I definitely have a list of things that I need to do, both to the car, to the kit I'm carrying, and all that stuff. So look out for those, particularly the ones to do with the Forester. I think we need some knobby tires, a lift, and definitely skid plates, because some of that is some gnarly terrain, which I mean is awesome. On the way back, I did see some trails I want to hit up, so maybe we can get Adrian to go out one day and check out those trails, see if we can find some new camp spots. But other than that, I don't have really much else to say other than that was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this first experience. I really don't know how this video is going to turn out. I just kind of filmed as we go. I'm sure as we go on more adventures with more people, we'll eventually have more of a system set up, but right now this is kind of just winging it. So I hope you enjoyed that, and until next time, peace out and stay humble.